Have you ever been rushing out the door or maybe just heading to the kitchen for a snack when suddenly your cat steps right in front of you, stopping you in your tracks? It's like they planned it. They look up at you with those wide, curious eyes, and you can't help but wonder, why? What's going on in that furry little head of theirs? Before we dive into this fascinating mystery, if you love learning more about your cat's quirky behavior and what it really means, consider hitting that subscribe button. It's completely free, but it gives us a ton of motivation to keep bringing you more videos just like this. Fun, heartwarming, and packed with insights for cat lovers like you. All right, let's get into it. So, when your cat blocks your path, it's not just being weird for no reason. Cats are highly intelligent, emotionally aware creatures. Everything they do has meaning, even if it seems random or silly to us. Blocking your path is one of those behaviors that might seem like an inconvenience, but it's actually your cat trying to communicate. They might not speak our language, but they're definitely talking. You just have to know how to listen. Let's start with the most obvious reason. They want your attention. Cats might seem aloof at times, but don't be fooled. They crave connection just as much as any other companion animal. One of the most common reasons your cat blocks your path is quite simply because they want your attention. Think about it. When you're walking from room to room, busy, preoccupied, maybe even a little stressed, your cat sees you moving through their space and thinks, "This is my chance." So, they plant themselves right in your way, looking up at you with those big, expressive eyes. It's not a random move. It's strategic. They want you to stop, to see them, to interact. Sometimes it's about physical affection. Your cat might be longing for a quick pet, a gentle scratch behind the ears, or maybe just a quiet moment sitting near you. Other times, they could be hungry or thirsty, and since they can't speak our language, this is their way of saying, "Hey human, don't forget about me." It could even be as simple as them being bored. Cats are intelligent animals who need stimulation, and if they feel understimulated, they might just use your movement as an excuse to engage with you. But here's the beauty of it. When your cat seeks your attention in this way, it's not just a need, it's a compliment. It means you're their person. They trust you enough to make their presence known, to invite themselves into your day. Some cats will meow or paw at you, but others are more silent and subtle. Blocking your path is just one of those quiet feline gestures that speaks volumes. It's important not to ignore these little moments. Sure, we're all busy, but taking even 30 seconds to pause, bend down, and stroke your cat can strengthen your bond in a way that words never could. Your attention is a gift, and your cat knows it. To them, it's a reward. It's reassurance. It's love. You may also notice that cats do this more when you've been gone for a while or when you've been too caught up with other things. Blocking your path becomes their way of saying, "Don't forget me, I'm still here, I matter too." It's a little tug at your heart, a reminder that even in our busiest days, there's space for love and connection if we allow it. So next time your cat stops you mid-stride, don't just step over them or brush them aside. Stop, look at them, say something gentle, offer a kind touch. That small act of recognition goes a long way in your cat's world. They're trying to slow you down. In a world where we're constantly rushing between work, errands, notifications, and responsibilities, it's easy to overlook the subtle ways life tells us to slow down. And sometimes that message comes from an unexpected messenger, your cat. When your cat blocks your path, it might not just be for attention or food. It might be a gentle nudge from the universe through your feline friend saying, "Pause. Breathe. Be here now." Cats are incredibly intuitive animals. They pick up on our energy, our emotions, our stress. You might think you're hiding your anxiety well, but your cat sees right through the mask. They feel the tension in your footsteps, the rush in your movements. And when they sense that you're burning out, they do something extraordinary. They get in your way. It might seem annoying at first. You're on your way to grab your keys, coffee in one hand, a deadline looming, and suddenly, there's your cat, sprawled right across the hallway. But instead of stepping over them in frustration, consider what they're offering: a moment, a breath, an interruption in the chaos that invites you to be present. Have you ever noticed how cats move? They don't rush. They don't do anything without intention. They stretch before they rise. They observe before they act. They sleep without guilt. They live in the moment, and they want you to do the same. By placing themselves in your path, they're offering you a glimpse into their world, a slower, more mindful way of being. It's not about stopping you forever. It's about reminding you that you don't always have to move so fast. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is slow down, get on their level, and simply exist. Pet them. Sit beside them. Watch the light change across the floor. Listen to their purring, a sound proven to reduce stress and lower heart rates in humans. This isn't just cute, it's healing. Many people who practice mindfulness or meditation could learn a thing or two from cats. They don't worry about the future or dwell on the past. They don't hustle, they flow. So when your cat steps in front of you, it might just be their way of saying, "You're moving too fast. Let's take a break." It's these tiny interruptions that become moments of peace if we allow them. So next time you're rushing and your cat halts your stride, don't be frustrated. Be thankful. They might be saving you from another moment lost to stress. They might be pulling you back into the present, where life truly happens. Let your cat be your teacher. Slow down. Life isn't just about where you're going. It's also about what you notice along the way. It's a form of bonding. Cats might not always show affection the way dogs do, but that doesn't mean they aren't emotionally connected to you. In fact, when a cat blocks your path, it can be one of the most telling signs that they feel bonded to you. It might seem like a simple, even annoying behavior, getting in your way as you move around the house. But there's something far deeper going on. Your cat is trying to connect. In the wild, cats often use body language and positioning to communicate with other cats in their group. Sitting or lying in each other's paths is a way to create closeness, to signal comfort and familiarity. So when your cat sits in your way, especially somewhere they know you walk often, it can mean they feel safe with you and want to reinforce that connection. It's their quiet, understated way of saying, "We're part of the same family." Cats don't show affection in loud, over-the-top ways. They're subtle. Instead of jumping up and licking your face, they might curl up next to you or gently touch your ankle with their tail. Blocking your path is just another one of those behaviors. It's not just about stopping you. It's about sharing space with you. Being in your personal zone is their way of being close, of participating in your day-to-day life. And think about it. Why would a cat choose to position themselves right in your walking path if they didn't trust you? If they didn't feel connected? They're making themselves vulnerable. They're saying, "I trust you not to hurt me, even if I'm in your way." That's a powerful expression of trust and love. You may also notice your cat watching you closely during these moments. They're not just lying there passively. They're observing, engaging. Sometimes they'll make eye contact, blink slowly, or roll onto their back. These are all signs of trust and emotional bonding. They're saying, in the only language they know, "You matter to me." Bonding moments like these are chances for you to deepen your relationship. Instead of being annoyed when your cat stops you, take it as an invitation. Pause for a moment. Sit down. Talk to them. Stroke their fur. Let them know you see them, that the bond goes both ways. In our busy lives, it's easy to forget how meaningful these small interactions can be. But to your cat, they're everything. They don't need grand gestures. They just need to feel close, to be acknowledged, to share a quiet moment with you. That's love, in its purest form. So next time your cat blocks your path, don't just see it as a nuisance. See it as a sign that you've built something special, a bond that goes beyond words, a connection rooted in trust, closeness, and unconditional companionship. They're trying to tell you something specific. When your cat blocks your path, it's not always just about attention or bonding. Sometimes it's a clear signal that something important needs your immediate notice. Cats are very observant creatures, and they notice changes in their environment much sooner than we do. So if your cat plants themselves right where you're trying to walk, it might be their way of saying, "Hey, something's wrong." For example, maybe their food bowl is empty, or the water dish needs refilling. Cats have a routine, and when that routine is interrupted, they get anxious or frustrated. Blocking your path is a polite yet firm way to remind you, "It's time to feed me." or "Don't forget my water." They don't have a voice like ours, so their body language becomes their way of communication. It could also be about cleanliness. Cats are famously picky about their litter boxes. If it's dirty or needs attention, they might block your path on their way to or from the litter box to let you know something is off. They want their space clean and comfortable because a dirty litter box stresses them out and can even lead to health problems. When they stop you and stare, it's a signal that their comfort zone has been disrupted. Sometimes this behavior happens if they hear or sense something unusual, a strange noise outside, a new smell, or even an insect in the house. Your cat might block your path to guide you toward the source of their concern, asking for help or reassurance. There are also times when blocking your path is a way for your cat to ask for help if they're feeling unwell or in pain. Cats are masters at hiding discomfort, but when they insistently get in your way, it might be their subtle way of saying, "I'm not feeling right. Please pay attention." This is especially true if the behavior is new or accompanied by other changes like lethargy or decreased appetite. By paying attention to these signals, you're learning your cat's language. It's a two-way street, a conversation without words but filled with meaning. When you respond by refilling their food, cleaning their litter, or taking them to the vet if needed, you're showing your cat that you understand and care. Your cat blocking your path is their way of communicating something specific, something they want you to know right now. It's their unique way of saying, "I trust you to take care of me." And that's a beautiful bond in itself. So, the next time your furry friend steps in front of you, stop and look around. Ask yourself, what might they be trying to tell me? Often, the answer's right there in the small details you might have overlooked. They're being territorial. Cats are naturally territorial animals. Their instincts tell them that their home, the spaces they roam, and even the people they live with belong to them. So when your cat blocks your path, part of what they might be doing is marking their territory, not in an aggressive way, but as a way to remind you and others that this space is theirs. Unlike dogs, who may bark or mark territory loudly, cats tend to be more subtle and quiet. Blocking your way is one of those subtle, gentle behaviors. When your cat positions themselves right in front of you, they might be asserting ownership over that part of the house. It's their way of saying, "This is my space, I'm here, and I belong." Territorial behavior is deeply rooted in a cat's biology. In the wild, cats must defend their hunting grounds and safe spots from other animals. Even though your indoor cat doesn't face those threats, the instinct remains strong. They want to feel secure and in control of their environment. And that includes you, their trusted human. Sometimes territorial behavior comes out more strongly if there are changes in the household. A new pet, a new person, or even new furniture can make your cat feel uneasy. They may increase their path blocking to remind everyone, including you, that they are still the boss in their territory. It's their way of managing change and stress. Interestingly, blocking your path can also be a form of gentle dominance. Your cat might want you to pay attention to their needs before you move on. By standing in your way, they're prioritizing themselves in the moment. They want you to slow down and acknowledge their presence, because to them, their territory and well-being come first. Understanding this territorial nature helps us be more patient with our cats. It's not about power struggles or bad behavior. It's about their need to feel safe and respected in their home. When you respond calmly and respectfully, you reinforce their sense of security, which makes them happier and more relaxed. You can help your cat feel more secure by providing cozy hiding spots, vertical spaces like cat trees, and maintaining a consistent routine. When cats feel comfortable in their territory, they are less likely to feel the need to block your path out of territorial instincts. So, the next time your cat places themselves squarely in your way, remember, it's not just a quirky habit. It's a message about their deep connection to their home and their need to feel safe and in control. By respecting that, you strengthen your bond and create a peaceful environment for both of you. They're guiding or teaching you. Cats are curious, intelligent creatures who often surprise us with their behavior. When your cat blocks your path, it might be more than just seeking attention or marking territory. They could actually be guiding you or trying to teach you something important. Yes, it sounds a bit mysterious, but many cat owners notice that their feline companions sometimes seem to lead them somewhere or alert them to something they might have missed. Have you ever noticed your cat suddenly stopping you and then walking ahead, glancing back as if to say, "Follow me"? This is a behavior where your cat acts almost like a gentle guide. Maybe they want you to see something unusual, a new object, a hidden toy, or even a spot where they've left a surprise. Sometimes it could be more serious, like alerting you to a problem that you haven't noticed yet. Cats have keen senses that surpass ours in many ways. Their hearing is much sharper, and they can detect movements or sounds that escape human perception. So if they block your path and stare at a specific spot, they might be telling you, "There's something here you should check out." This could be anything from an insect infestation to a faulty appliance making strange noises. In a way, your cat is teaching you to be more aware, more observant of your surroundings. Their behavior encourages you to slow down and notice details you might otherwise overlook. This lesson can deepen your connection with your environment and even help you catch issues before they become bigger problems. Some cat owners also interpret path blocking as a form of emotional guidance. Cats are sensitive to human feelings. If you're upset or anxious, your cat might come to block your path to get your focus and calm you down. They teach us to be present with our emotions and to take a moment for self-care. When your cat blocks you and then seems to lead you somewhere, it's a beautiful reminder that pets aren't just passive companions. They actively participate in your life and well-being, showing care in their unique feline way. Next time your cat blocks your path and looks back at you, try following them. See where they go and what they might be trying to show. It might be a small but meaningful way your cat communicates love and concern. This behavior is a gentle reminder that in the busy pace of life, sometimes we need a little guidance, whether from a person or a pet. Your cat, with its quiet wisdom, might be the perfect teacher. They simply love being around you. Sometimes the simplest explanation is the most beautiful one. When your cat blocks your path, it might just be because they love being close to you. Cats form strong emotional bonds with their humans, and for many of them, proximity equals comfort and happiness. They want to be near you, not just for food or play, but simply because your presence soothes them. Cats are often misunderstood as solitary or aloof creatures, but those who live with cats know they can be incredibly affectionate. Blocking your path is one of the many little ways they show their attachment. When they sit or stand in front of you, they're choosing to be where you are. It's their way of saying, "I like you, I want to be near you." Think about the moments when your cat curls up in your lap, follows you from room to room, or gently nudges you with their head. These are signs of trust and love. Being physically close is a way for them to feel safe and secure. So, standing in your way isn't a barrier, it's an invitation to connect. Cats also pick up on your routines and moods, and they often want to be part of your daily life. By blocking your path, they engage with you in a quiet, loving way. It's as if they're saying, "Don't forget I'm here. Let's share this moment together." They treasure the small, shared experiences just as much as the big ones. For cats, time spent near their human is a source of comfort. Their gentle purring, soft fur against your skin, and slow blinks all communicate a deep sense of contentment. And by placing themselves in your path, they create opportunities for these comforting exchanges. In fact, many cat owners find that these little interruptions become some of their favorite moments. They slow down, smile, and appreciate the quiet companionship their cat offers. It's a reminder that love doesn't always need words. Sometimes it's simply about being there, side by side. So next time your cat blocks your way, instead of feeling frustrated, take a moment to recognize the love behind their action. It's their way of being close, sharing space, and expressing a bond that goes beyond words. In those little moments, your cat isn't just blocking your path. They're opening a door to connection, comfort, and unconditional love. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed learning why your cat blocks your path and what they're really trying to tell you, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's totally free and means the world to me. It really motivates me to keep making great videos just for you.